Morning, Matt. Do you guys have daylight savings over yonder? It's a little crooked, I feel like. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's kind of dumb, isn't it? What up, John? I feel like this tripod is failing me miserably. If it's crooked, I apologize, everybody. Hey, Rio. Thanks, homie. Thought I'd try something different with it today. How's everybody's day today? My day's good. Very productive. So far, so good. It's good. Thank you, Rio. Yeah, it's I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second here. It's been a journey. Yeah. Happy birthday, Milo. It's been a journey with this thing. Okay, I have stuff underneath it because it's so heavy, but I added these leaves up here, and then these are textured as well. So, and then I moved the legs again. Haha. No, I'm not working on that I don't think I'm working on that till I'm done with this. Because I feel like if I start another project while I'm working on this, like I'm not ever gonna get this done. You know what I mean? Yeah, thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was gonna start on that other painting, but, yeah. foundation. Yeah, it's pretty unique. I've never done anything like this in my life, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but I think it's working. Looks like a big blob of white. You're the best, Rio. The bestest ever. There's like this weird bump that I'm trying to work out in this thing. No, you. Hi, Zoe. Have you already started with the next layer? I need to reinforce the back of this painting, I think, before I do anything else other than this. After my live, I think eventually at some point today I'm going to run to the hardware store and get some 1/4 inch pieces of wood, because I have 3/4 inch, but it's too thick to fit underneath it. Because like it's, you know, it's kind of, it's heavy, you know, and I want to put like vertical and horizontally so then it kind of holds it up. Oh, thanks, girl. Appreciate the hearts, you guys. Yeah, I need to reinforce the back of this, and then I'm going to sand it down to like where I want it, and then I'm going to paint it black and then put some green on it. But the whole thing's not going to be green like it was before, because I feel like it was too much, and if I was going to take photos of it, you know, like, sorry, I'm not finishing my sentences. Like, if I took photos of it when it was that green, they wouldn't have, like, came out for prints. I don't know what you're saying. Buck. Hi, Jess. Everybody having a good day? It's a beetle. Thanks, homie. What? What am I guessing, Jess? Got some sick tats, man. This is like... Ah, thanks, Marty. Yeah, like, there's some big pops of color. It's not gonna be white, but that's just like the color of the modeling paste. I tried mixing paint with it before on the first layer and it cracked, so I didn't like that. So I'm just going without it right now. I can always paint over it, you know? But I appreciate that. I found some voice actors. I don't know all of them yet, but I'm getting there. That's good. I'm doing okay today. A little anxious, but I'm good. I swapped out my teacup for a coffee mug. It's tea. Look at my tooth. Trying to slow down my caffeine intake. Coming up to the near future that you're... No, kind of sucks. Honestly, I wished. Dude, if I had it my way, I'd be traveling right now. Nah. How about you guys? Anything fun coming up? I might have dressed. You don't have to be sorry. I don't remember what I said. Squirrel. I don't know if I've ever worked with modeling paste before. It's kind of fun. I used to sculpt a lot when I was younger. Kind of miss it. I've been thinking about possibly getting back into it. Just waiting for ski season. Nice. That's a good outlet. Skiing is fun. I went once before, like 3 years ago, I think. I guess this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna sand over it anyway. I used like half a jar of modeling paste so far. Oopsies! Nice, that'll be fun. Sounds like a good time. Hope you guys have a blast. My brother's gonna go to a preteen sleepover while my girl cousins sleep over. Nice. Girl time, get it. I hope I don't screw this up. I kind of feel like I'm frosting a cake. How's my coffee? So, I actually drank half a pot. This is tea. But it's good. Cheers. Do you have tea right now, Rio? It's too good not to drink it. And I have a Diet Pepsi in the fridge, but I've had enough caffeine, so I'm like trying to have self-control not to drink that right now. It's hard. Don't eat the forbidden frosting. Dude, honestly, this stuff kind of stinks. I think it's like the stuff you use for mudding and taping. Well, it's the mud, basically. But every time I wash it off of something, it like, kinda, you know, kinda stinky. Stinks. The hell? Oh yeah, I burned my finger on my curling iron today. What's up, Brian? What's kicking, boy? Stink, stank, stunk. Yep. I kind of want to get this a little bit perfect because I don't want to have to situate myself. I don't want to have to do another layer. So I'm trying to get it as best as I can. I might have to do another layer, I don't know. I don't want to make it too thick because if you make this stuff too thick, it cracks. So, yeah. Writing and watching, listening. Yes. Yeah, nice, dude. I hope you're having fun with that. Yes, the mummification is in progress. I'm kind of bummed because I wanted to have this done before Halloween. Because I was like, oh, maybe it'll go viral as like a Halloween post, but oops, too late. I missed the mark. You know? Can I ask you what you like to do in the winter? Nothing. Just kidding. I don't like winter. I would like to go skiing more, but it's so expensive that, you know, probably, usually in the winter time I work a lot to avoid it. I'd like to do more stuff. Like I thought about cross-country skiing or whatever, but, you know, costs money. You never know, though. How about you, John? It's always Halloween in my head every day. Hey Jesse, thank you. Looking divine, does it taste like sunshine? Yeah. The tea. Spill the tea. That's why winter is cool. That's why it's called winter and not Looster. Winter's pretty, but it's definitely number 4 on my favorite season list. Is coming in last. Oh yeah, and about my hair, Jesse, it's actually growing, so I'm excited. I feel like a girl again. I feel like a woman. I feel like a lady. Yeah. No, I give you guys props if you like winter. I absolutely hate it. I'm not looking forward to the short days, the gloominess, the holidays. Like, I sound like a Scrooge right now, but like, I don't like the holidays. Everyone's always fighting, and there's always some kind of family drama. Or I usually have to hear about something. So I'm not looking forward to that. And my mom, like, not to like make this sad or anything, but my mom passed away like 4 days after Christmas, so I kind of struggle with that. So I don't really get too jolly. I used to love Christmas. What did I do for Halloween? I worked on projects. That's about it. Chaos miss, yes. Yeah, there is a weird pressure. Like, everyone's Snapchatting me pictures. I put up my Christmas tree and I'm like, dude, it's like the day after Halloween. Come on, man. I haven't even reached Thanksgiving yet. The hell? And that's looking cool. 100% understandable. Yeah. Yeah. Christmas is hard. Like, I thought about trying to make a tradition better by, like, getting a tree, but my house is so tiny, like, it's like, where am I gonna put a tree? I don't even have room for my stuff. You know? There, I think that looks good. I'm happy-ish with this. Like, way more than I was before. She's cruising along. How long does it take to dry? Actually, John, not that long. It was like semi-dry before I sanded it because I have a little impatient. A few hours. I think if you let it sit for a good half a day, you know, you're working with a good baseline there. I did not read the directions. So there's that. All it says, which is a lie, it's like mixed with acrylic paint to thicken and brighten color. It did not do that. While retaining tinting strength and extension to prevent cracking, apply dry surface in thin layers until desired thickness is achieved. Do not apply to oil-based surface, store room temperature. So it doesn't like really say, you just kind of wing it. Do you still have the birds outside? We got background noise. You know what sucks? Is I have this little bush outside of my window and the prettiest songbirds would come every morning. And then I trimmed, it sounds bad, I trimmed my bush. And they don't come to my house anymore. So I'm kind of sad about that. Just need a Charlie Brown tree. Kind of like, look at my clutter. It's so bad. I have like no room to put anything anywhere. Because I have like, even all of this stuff for my business is like chilling in my living room here. Like all my candles because I have nowhere to put them. No, that my mom and dad have both passed. Christmas is going to be weird. Aww. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. That's tough. Birds are complicated. Yeah, they just were like, yeah, this bitch cut our bush down. We don't want to chirp outside her window anymore. It sounds nice with the birds. I already miss hearing them in the morning. Aw, me too. Winter's upon us, isn't it? How's everything going in your life, Jessie? Things going good? Each generation, I can't talk, each generation faces forward momentum in different ways. Yeah. I don't know, I think that's the thing about life. I think so often we overcomplicate it. You know? Like there's so much, sometimes I get caught up in, I don't know about you guys, but like, I get caught up in feeling like I'm in control of certain things when I'm really not. And I think a lot of times things would come easily to us if we just surrendered a little bit more. That's not the case with me. I'm a complicated jelly bean. I don't know. I think that looks fine over there. Yeah, for sure. Living the dream. It's good you have some plans. We definitely should meet up. Let me know if you want to grab coffee sometime. I've been really craving some pho, or pho. It's pronounced pho. If you like that, we should go have some. I've been craving pho for like a few months. I'm going to do a couple more swooshes and then I'm going to stop with the modeling paste or I'm going to get carried away. I need to control myself. Oh, I just nicked his butt. My bad. I gotta fix his butthole. It does sound good. Haven't had that in a while. Yeah, let me know, girl. Is that slang? Which part? Never had the legit stuff, dude. It's next level. When you get it from like an authentic restaurant, 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. Full show. I need my cup. 1 second. Oh my. I need brown. I need brown. That took longer than I anticipated, but it looks a lot better. I don't have to sand it much. Fa, yeah. It's PHO, it's spelled. This thing is so heavy, I have to seriously consider reinforcing it. Because it's like little top heavy, heavy. This thing is like, got it out. That's too thick. You dummy thick? I really don't need to make those super white because I'm just going to paint them black anyway. I should try to be a sculptor. You know what's funny, Rio? I used to sculpt with my mom all the time. She made clay monkeys. I actually have one of them. Do you guys want to see it? Yeah, my mom was a sculptor, actually. I used to sculpt a lot too. Yeah. Alright, hang on. Hold your boots. I'll go grab it. Yeah, I have a few things of hers that didn't get ruined while I was moving around. Oh, really? What kind of sculpting do you do? This? This is acrylic, and then I'm using, it was like I used Mod Podge, and then I ripped up paper and I put it down. Like, I'm revamping this because I didn't like the way that it was, and then I like hot glued aluminum foil, and then I'm doing modeling paste over the top. So I don't know what you call it. Maybe mixed media, but this is one of them that my mom made. She made this little dude. It was so cute. Oh, I have to fix his arm, but she made him. And she used like fake snow. You can like get the fake snow. I have to dust him off. He's a little nasty. And then she would take like old teddy bears and then put a clay face in them. So she sculpted that. And then this one is really good. Let me show you. Everything's a little bit sad looking because I was moving around in my 20s, but your little monkey, it's actually a Christmas ornament. Oh, did you? We'll have to sculpt together one day. It looks like it could be in the Christmas claymation. I know. Yeah, a lot of it got broken, which sucks, but I didn't really have the time, mental health, or whatever to like deal with all of it, you know. And then this one, this is when she got really good. And like she'd use glaze in the mouth and stuff. And then she'd glue on, it's called mohair. But yeah, she would take the body, well this one she made out of a sock. And then she'd get like outfits for them that fit. So, even has a little hat. This one's in a glass case that busted that I need to replace the glass on, but yeah, that's that. So yeah, Rio, it was ironic you brought that up. I love that you still have some of her art. Yeah. Looks relaxed. Yeah, dude, you should. Rio, what did you use to sculpt? I thought about doing one of my next paintings. I want to do a skeleton like this. is like, have the beetle. I mean, that's looking pretty decent. I'm happy I didn't listen to everybody and leave it the way it was. I don't know, maybe I can stick a couple butterflies on the bottom or something. Something. It's getting there. I want to do this leaf green, but we'll do green and yellow. Ah, thanks. It was actually kind of Rio's idea. He's like, you should put texture on your painting, and then I was like, or I could make it 3D. My mom? Oh, my mom passed away. It'll be 13 years next month. So, yeah, fun stuff. No, it's modeling paste. This stuff. Yeah, we should. It'd be fun. Scratching some grooves like how an actual beetle has on its wings. Yeah. So when I sand it, it's gonna create a little bit more texture. And then when I paint it black and then I put the glue on for like this shiny green stuff, then it'll leave some black spots in it. So it won't be like all bright green. That's kind of my thought. So, thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna work on these leaves. Yeah, I really want to try a skeleton like this. I think it would be a lot of fun. Doesn't matter if I screw this line up because the beetle will be black anyway. You know what I mean? No, the wings are already on the beetle. It's a good idea though. Yeah, I feel like everyone does that with skeletons though. It's a good idea though. Really like this one. Yeah, we'll see. It's not what I have in my mind, but that's a good idea. What was the clay one, Rio? What are you talking about? The stuff that you sculpted? Yeah, thanks for the idea though. Is your name Etty? Is that how you say your name, or E.T.? I might be butchering it, so I do apologize. Oh. Sorry, my battery's getting low. I gotta plug it in. Etty? Oh, that's a cool name. Where are you from? I eat paintbrushes in my spare time. Just a heads up. Oh, did you? Did you save any of it, Rio? Oh, that's cool. I've never been, but I bet it's lovely. Knew I was gonna do what? Oh, that's cool. I love that movie. That's a good movie. Oh. How do I want to do this guy? I'm gonna do red and green. Trying to think. Yeah. Or you could do that. I already see what I have in my mind, but thank you. Bluish green beetle. Yeah, they're cool. Kind of like that, but maybe more blue. do this. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be black and then some of that on this. I covered up my mistake because it was kind of ugly. There you go. Yeah. Was not what? The latest jewelry haul is good. Thank you. Yeah, I tried to like do like more stars and moons and stuff. Does make it pop. It's Wednesday, you guys, if you hear a siren. I don't know why they're doing tornado sirens in November, but it's beyond me. Yeah. Sorry, that's a little loud. I wanted to have this completed by like before Halloween, but it didn't really end up that way, but everything happens for a reason, I guess, you know? Still technically fall here, so. Oh, the first one of this was super ugly. It looked like a big, it looked like a big shiny blob of bleh, you know? Like, it looked like throw up. Everyone liked it, but it wasn't doing it for me, you know? But I appreciate that. Twas Twister? I know, twas. That was so 2 months ago. Astronomy? Yeah. I used to be like into horoscopes and stuff, and then I think as much as that stuff can be helpful, it kind of like, I don't really believe in it too much. Like I kind of do, but I don't. Like I don't believe really in horoscopes. Like I think it can be used as a tool, but you know, I think it's somebody just writing something random. It's kind of like when you come across those videos where it's like, oh, you're seeing this video for a reason because you're gonna become a millionaire. It's kind of like clickbait. Even if you have that belief, and I'm not saying you're wrong, because I believe that, I think a lot of it's just kind of like that, like said to buy you into something, kind of like, I might be digging myself a hole here, but like the whole tarot card thing, like I used to believe in that, but now I don't. Like I think it can be helpful, but it can be very easy to get obsessed with that kind of thing. Especially if you're in a place of healing and you're like searching for some kind of meaning in your life or like that tangibility. What's that? I look like Pisces? I believe in that aspect of like personality traits. I do believe in that part, but as far as like a full-blown horoscope, I think it's kind of a crock of shit. You know, I've heard, cause like if you look on astrology.com or anywhere else, every single horoscope is different. You know, look to the stars for guidance. Yeah, like Native Americans did. I totally believe in that, but I think spitting out a horoscope is kind of, I don't really believe in it. But you know, my perception can shift too, because we're allowed to do that as people. In the movie Now in Trees, yeah. I definitely think that a lot is dependent on like astrology, like Mercury retrograde, the full moon makes people crazy like that, but like the whole somebody spitting out a horoscope and then you're reading it and believing every word, I don't think is always right. Like I think it can cause some issues in your life. Just from because it has in mine, you know, especially if you're an overthinker. But my beliefs don't have to be anybody else's beliefs, you know what I mean? It's like knowing it's raining outside, then you decide to wear a raincoat or not. Yeah. But like when I was younger, it used to be like, oh, the love of your life is on their way. And then I got into a really bad relationship. They weren't the love of my life. And I believed it. I bought it. And I believed in it so much, and that's why that relationship was gonna work out in my head, because I believe this narrative of something a complete stranger wrote online, and it was a sign, you know. I believe in signs, but I think, you know, you're especially gonna find them when you're searching for it, the ones that you want, the ones that your flesh or your brain wants. That's just my 2 cents on it, really. I do believe in soulmates. But I don't really think that's for a horoscope to interpret. I think love is a choice. You know? A balance of perspectives. Yeah, I agree with you, John. You're just making art. Maybe she'll pop out of a painting. Are you talking about like someone that you love? I like to think that we share this mind space with something, yeah, something greater than us. I vibe with that. I agree. You know? Like, I do have this perception in my mind that there is a person that God chooses for us. And I also believe that love is a choice. And what we decide to do with that is up to us. You know? Because I think effort goes a long way. You know what I mean? Like, be like, oh, he's the one for me because the stars align. Like, it's a choice. You know, it's kind of like loving a family member or something. You know, I think a lot of times we're sold this lie that everything's gonna be just perfect in a relationship. You know, that's like what the movies show us. Or they find the girl or guy and the rest of their life is just incredible, but they don't share when they get married or they reach the 7-year mark and shit gets hard, you know? Yeah. That's why we vibe, Rio. You get me. I heard recently that God might be where you are not. Oh, for sure. God always meets us where we're at. You know? Like, I didn't find God in a church. I found him when I was in my shower on my knees crying because I just wanted the pain to end. That's where he found me. And it took a lot of setting my pride aside to, like, accept that, you know? Because, like, once my mom died, like, I pushed God out of my life. I wanted nothing to do with it or him, you know? Everybody believes in different things, but I know if it wasn't for the higher power, I wouldn't be here today, you know? And I think that that's why, like, a lot of people stray away from organized religion is because something I struggle with is, like, this mindset that you have to be perfect. But if we're made perfect in God's image, we're already good enough, you know? And if you're upset about something or you're pissed off, like, scream at the sky, tell him how you feel. You don't have to be like, Lord, Heavenly Father, blah, 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 and make this glorious, wonderful prayer. It's like, your relationship with your higher power is, like, super intimate, you know? I don't think it's anyone's business, really, how you talk to God. Because I think the people who want to have the biggest opinion are the biggest hypocrites. You know, they're looking to... This is just my opinion, but I feel like a lot of times people are just looking to find what's wrong in someone else so they don't look inward, you know? Life is a stone and I am here, yes. Yeah, something does make us more. You know, we're here to grow and learn lessons, and your life isn't depending on finding the right person, but I think, you know, when you do find that right person, your life just gets better, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Rio gets it, too. That's just it. That's a big reason why I didn't go to church like years ago, is because I had this perception that I needed to be perfect for God to love me. You know, and it came out in romantic relationships, like a performative kind of love. An unconditional love, no matter if it's from God or somebody around you, that love meets you where you're at. It sees through the bullshit, you know? Yeah, it isn't found. I think love finds us. Even if it's a complete stranger, you know? Like, kindness. Yeah. We may have been sent to find good stories to tell when we go back. Yeah. All kinds, yeah. Art is love made public. Yeah, and like if you think of the vulnerability of art, like art is very vulnerable. Like whether it's painting or writing music, you're pouring, most of the time you're pouring sadness or like a negative emotion into it, and it creates something beautiful. The art, yes. I mean, that's why we're all here right now. It's because of the art. Yeah. I agree with you, Rio. And I think a lot of times we push love away because we don't sometimes feel like we deserve it, you know? And I think that that's everybody. Like, no matter what human you come across, all we really want is to be loved for who we are. To be met with patience and understanding that it's like okay to be who you are. Yeah. Love is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. Yeah. But I mean, like, that's true, because, like, that's what marriage is, right? Like, it's two people choosing each other, and you become one, you know? Like, you're both separate, like, you're separate because you're your own person, but you're one. You know, everything's, like, joined. Yeah. And I think in order to love, you have to face humility, because you have to set your pride aside a lot of times. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, but we're going down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Twin flame theory. Yeah, and I think, you know, there's this cliche saying, and like everybody's love story is different, but they say that like opposites attract, but I found that every time I've been with somebody that's opposite of me, like we knock heads, like we just don't get along. And meeting someone that's similar to me is like, it's been very, what's the word for it? Like, I don't even have words for that, you know? Yeah, it's familiar. Maybe. Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah, but I think that it's important to be with somebody who gets you, or like, you know, has the same morals, and like you might not have like all of the same interests, but that those differences is what makes you you. But like when you think the same or whatever, it's important. Yeah, I mean that's when it comes though, you know, Brian, like, yeah. I see you too, Rio. Reinforce each other's weakness. Yeah. There's like, I've talked to like several married couples that are like successfully married. Like obviously everyone's got their crap and shortcomings because we're all human, but they always say that I'm everything they're not, and they're everything that I. Wait, how am I trying to say this? They're everything that I'm not, and I'm everything that they're not. So like, you know, traits about us that are different make up, you know, kind of like the yin yang, if you think about it that way. Yes, build on greatness. I was always the one to go for advice on relationships for years, single as the ace of spades, but kept plenty of relationships intact. But it all came with a price that made me stop helping. You mean like the nice guy role, or what? Oh man, I hope I didn't get that on my shirt. This is why I don't wear nice clothes. No, am I not reading that right? I was always the one to go for advice. You mean like people coming to you for relationship advice? Sorry, my friend, I'm not reading between the lines today. My brain ain't braining. Yes? Well, that's probably because you have repeat offenders. I've had several of those in my life. And I think a lot of times if you give people relationship advice and they don't take it or use it and they just keep calling to dump on you, you're enabling that bad behavior. Spicy. Why is it spicy? Yeah, but I totally see what you're saying. It like enables people's bad behavior because they're just gonna keep going back to the horrible person, or I don't know. I've noticed there's like a trend where people don't know how to talk to each other. Girls of friends asking me for their advice in relationship with guy friends. They projected it upon me, had 3 of them fall for me by projecting their image of me first. Oh no. Oh, my friend, you got yourself in a pickle there. Well, that's the thing. One thing that I learned from family members was, this is how I grew up. There's an argument between 2 spouses. They go tell everybody else about their problem instead of like coming together and working on it. Like, I do agree if something really bad happens or you need advice, like, hey, am I the problem or whatever, right? That's understandable, but like, when you're letting people in on Pandora's box, it's very easy to manipulate. You know, they say when you have a good thing, don't tell anybody about it. Or like, you know, don't share the juicy details of your relationship, you know? Because something special is sacred. And I think a lot of times people go to, you know, instead of seeking inside of the relationship, they search externally, and they're getting all these opinions, and then they don't even know how they feel about it, you know? When they could just go straight to the source and tell each other how they're feeling. Just because I was good at helping them. Well, my friend, it's probably because you listened. And they thought, oh, he likes me. Or they liked you because you listened. We'll have to find our way. We aren't exactly for gender politics. Yeah, and men and women are very different in their own beautiful way, you know? Have you told them this? Why not go to them? Why tell me? I know. I talked to someone today and I was like, well, you're gonna have to confront that issue. You know, I was talking to someone today. It's very easy for something to boil over and spill onto everything else when, I don't know. I used to be that person. If I had a problem in a relationship, I would tell everybody about it, but I'm very different now. Because a lot of times people's advice will be their own projections onto you, you know? There's this girl that I follow on social media, and she was seeing a therapist, and this said therapist was divorced, and this therapist was telling this girl that she should get a divorce, and long story short, I hope this is making sense, said girl had she had BPD, and so she was actually kind of being abusive to her partner. And if she would have listened to her therapist at the time that was divorced, she would have divorced her husband, who was a good guy. So many issues can be solved by communication. Bro, preach it to the choir. You can yell about it, it's true. I feel like I've done enough and can now appreciate people watching as a social activity. You gotta go with your own rhythm, my friend. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes the truth hurts, but like, that's like a lot of my friends tell me, like even in my friendships, they're like, Tyler, you're very blunt and straight to the point, but I appreciate your honesty. It's like, yo, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. If you screwed up, I'm gonna tell you what I think about it in a nice way. Or if you're, you know, I've had friends that were texting other dudes when they're in a relationship. It's like, I'm friends with your partner too. Like, you guys are my friends and you're doing something really shitty right now. I'm gonna call you out for it and be like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You've done fluffed up nicely. Yeah. I had a friend one time. It's not funny. I'm laughing because I can't believe I'm talking about this right now, but this friend had a boyfriend, and his boyfriend was very loyal, super good dude. And she was texting some other guy and was like gonna hang out with him and stuff. And I was like, why would you do that? Like, you have such a nice boyfriend. I'm like, he had his issues, but they weren't big. They were just little annoyances that added up. But like, I told her at the time, I was like, dude, you're chasing a feeling. Like, you hang out with this guy and something happens, you're gonna feel horrible about it. Like, and once you screw something up like that trust, there's no going back. And like, I had a really hard time in that friendship because I didn't agree with it. You know, it didn't fit my morals. I think they can though. People with BPD can. It's just a little bit harder. I have family members that are bipolar and they use it as a crutch. Like, I have major depressive disorder, but I don't go ghost everybody because I'm sad. You know, that's kind of selfish. I want to sometimes, but I don't. It all comes down to free will, you know. Well, the girl that I follow on social media that has BPD, she's even said herself you can control it. It's just a little bit more difficult because you have the intrusive and the impulses. Yeah, it is gross. For sure. Yeah, a lot of people, it's like, oh, sorry, I didn't text you back for 2 months. I have ADHD. It's like, no, you're using that as an excuse. Like, I could see maybe a few days if you forgot, but 2 months passes, it's an excuse. Halloween is only one day a year. Yeah. For real. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm undiagnosed ADHD because it's kind of bad sometimes. But I work with it, you know? Like, I'm forgetful, but I really try. Let's see. Presents can be a gift. It is, especially in the digital age, you know? I'm trying to be better with that. I've been MIA from too many lives because of my health and pain issues. I felt like my absence was better than lugging my problems around for everyone else to suffer. I heard this quote one time, Brian, and I don't remember what the guy's name is, but he basically said, and I'm the same way. I don't want to burden people with my issues, so I'm not judging at all because I do the same thing. But what he said was really profound. He said, when you withhold yourself when you're struggling, you're robbing somebody an opportunity to help you. You're robbing them the opportunity to love you. You're robbing them the opportunity to show you grace. You know, a lot of the feeling like a burden stems from childhood, of feeling like, you know, there was a parent that probably made you feel like your emotions were too much. You know, if you cried, maybe they told you to just suck it up, or stop being a big baby. I've heard that before. That's okay. Art is the best way to work with it. It is. It's oh, you were diagnosed with ADHD? Yeah. It's like, if you use it right, it's like a superpower. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's either I'm going to do everything or nothing at all. So when I have said motivation and I'm like getting stuff done, I don't sit down, because then I'll end up getting sidetracked, and then 3 hours will pass and I'll be like, oops, see daisies. I have a couple of phone calls that I have to make that I've been procrastinating on, and I haven't done them because it makes me anxious. But if I would just do the thing, my life would be better. You know what I mean? I almost stuck that in my teeth. Yeah. Fire! Alert! Abort mission! Alright, my friends, I think we're going to end it here. I pretty much got everything shaded that I wanted to. Please fix my light. Is it flickering? Son of a bitch. Listen, I have an electrician coming over to replace it. And they're going to put a big one, and it's going to be a 4-footer. It's going to be awesome. And these lights, kind of ripped those out. Got a little frustrated. So they're not there anymore either. I have my ring light. For sure. Yeah. R.I.P. lights. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. I'll show you what it looks like so far. These look ridiculous because I have to outline them. But she's coming together. Oh my god, it actually looks like a beetle. I'm not talkative either. It's alright. Yeah, thanks you guys. Thanks for trucking along with me. This will probably be done by the next live. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being the real MVPs. So I'll see you next week probably. If I'm not on Wednesday, I'll let you know what other day it'll be. Have a great day. It's a handsome beetle. It's natural environment. Yeah. Whoop. A shizzle my nizzle, my friend. Have a great day, you guys. I'll see you next week.